You are listening to the audio production of The Age of Innocence, a Christian Reader's Guide by Haleigh DeRocher, published by Audiobooks and read by Judith Harrison. Introduction. The Christian Reader's Guide series is a passion project by Audiobooks, with hand-picked authors and classics we think will inspire you. Our team has worked hard to bring you the truths and values of Christianity through great literature. The goal of this series is to provide you with the tools to find these themes, morals, and ideals in the works we've selected, as well as to enrich your discussions and observations of the world around you. The original and easily most impactful hero's journey is the story of Jesus. That is the template for all tales of good versus evil, heroic rescues, and transformational arcs. The Bible stories and themes that we know so well are woven intricately, and often unintentionally, into so much of the world around us. Feel free to use this guide along with your book club, homeschool co-op, English lit classmates, youth group students, during family dinners, or just on your own. Each guide is composed of several sections, which may vary slightly depending on the book being discussed. There will always be a specific introduction to the book, advice on how to use the guide, and questions for further discussions. Note that while any early sections will come with spoiler warnings if necessary, sections covering or inquiring about specific chapter content will, of course, reflect information discovered in that chapter and may reference previous chapters as well. Any takeaway or discussion sections towards the end of the guide will also include spoilers without extra warning, as they are intended to provide further tools for after you finish the book. Please note that these guides are by no means an exhaustive compilation of the wealth of information and inspiration each classic work contains. The authors of each guide were given creative liberty to explore the topics and themes of each book at their discretion, and we hope that by listening to them, you are inspired to dive even further into these books. Thank you for joining us on this adventure into further understanding and enjoying your favorite classic books, and for supporting this project. Why read classic literature? We live in a postmodern culture that has rejected absolute truth for your truth and my truth, has traded high beauty for the obscene and grotesque, and has abandoned the pursuit of holy goodness for self-satisfaction as the highest virtue. It's hard to imagine a society with looser morals, and though moral permissiveness was supposed to make us more free, we have, in the end, become slaves to our desires. One of the measures by which we can judge cultural health is art. Unfortunately, mainstream contemporary art, including literature, cinema, fine art, and music, mirrors the aimless state of our culture. Like the characters in Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451, the modern man is intoxicated, numbed, and made useless by his mindless entertainment. We are living in a time of cultural starvation. We feed on dead matter that atrophies our spirits rather than feeds our souls. In contemplating a solution for this blight of modernity, I always turn back to the classics. Great literature and great art is what feeds a culture. A healthy culture correspondingly creates great literature and great art. It is time for the modern man to turn back to what is good. Let our output reflect our input. Feed on what is good, and goodness will result. Luckily, we have a panoply of great classics to feast on. Classic literature can both
Sample complete. Ready to continue?